Good afternoon, guys. Hope you're good. Same process as ever with mics on either side. Let us know you'd like to ask a question, and we'll set an embargo partway through for 10:30 this evening. Start with Stoney, please.
Hi, Pep. Could you just give us an update on your squad in terms of fitness? And is Calvin Phillips likely to start?
Is Calvin, sorry?
Is Calvin Phillips likely to start?
Start? Yeah, he will start.
What about the fitness of the rest of your players? Sorry.
Jack is much better, Matteo as well. So I don't know how many minutes from the beginning or in the second half, but they're going to play minutes, yeah.
With Calvin, everybody's said a lot of things about him since he came to Leeds about the fact that he's not playing. Is this the opportunity that he's been waiting for, that you expect him to be able to take?
Yeah, of course, but not just this week, for many a time and since arrived. But Rodri has been really important. His consistency is, he knows everything in the game, like what happened against Nottingham the second half. The game was a little bit more, defensively. You have to, not do the process of just Brazilian defend and make it incredible 3-4 options that help us to breathe to the team. To have the ball was important. Another point is when you have to make the process in the smaller spaces, in the shorter spaces, that we are try to help him and try to, to make this a step. And of course, the game for tomorrow is important for the next ones, and we will see in every single game. I will decide what is the best for the team.
Can I just ask you as well? You've obviously had a lot of injuries so far this season, but right at the start of the season, you expressed your concern about the calendar and the issues over the Club World Cup next year and the expanded Champions League. As Manchester City will be right in all these competitions, how are you going to deal with that? Is everybody going to have more players? What are you going to do about that?
Don't think about much. It's just what's next is Newcastle. Newcastle, always we use it when we won a few times this competition. Is in the beginning of the season. When you start the beginning of the season, there are 4 or 5 players, 6 players that memory don't play regularly, and it's perfect because better than training sessions, play a game. It's perfect. But and when everyone was fit, and we make a strong side because maybe 7-8 players don't play regularly in the top. But that was an exceptional situation. We have a lot of players injured and a lot of players with a lot of minutes. The national team with the team, and they have to rest because tomorrow is important. But Wolves, Leipzig, and Arsenal is much important. Much more important, and that's why you have to see the guys who didn't play much going to play, and the other one see what happened for the rest to try to make a good start 11 and travel there to win the game. That is no doubt about that. But I have to take a consideration that a lot of effort we have in this period with many players, a lot of minutes, and we have to avoid to get injured again. Otherwise, we will be in trouble.
Pep, you have the next 12 days for away matches before the international break. And considering the fitness situation of your squad, how do you manage, for example, training sessions?
Well, so many times. Recovery time, make a walkthrough, 5-10 minutes training session, that's all.
So is it more about in-game management then?
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot train. We are few people, so not much, and yeah, but we are used to. So previous season was the same. It's not this season is completely different. Yeah, you have maybe 2 or 3 more games for the World Cup, but the rest is the same. It's not. We are used to, so no problem.
Melissa?
Pep, how do you balance trying to manage the load and giving players minutes to Manchester City's ambitions? A lot of the players, like Phil Foden, have spoken about repeating the treble or going for the quadruple. So that balance between trying to keep everyone mentally and physically fit, but also feeding those ambitions.
Well, Phil is so young. You understand with the time. it's nice to have that ambition, but as I said to the players, the ambition is the next game. So maybe in April, May, you can, if you are still in no competition, you can start to think about it. But right now, in the end of September, think about the title is a big mistake. But if he believes that, will not be the guy to let him think the opposite.
In terms of load, when we think about players, we often think about the physical exertions they're under, but competing at the very highest level, trying to win trophies and playing at the demands is also mentally quite taxing. Do we need to take that into consideration more as well?
No, I don't think the problem is not the mentally. I don't think this is the problem, because all the players, what they want is fight for the titles, and as long can be in the competition till the end, that is the best. The problem is a lack of rest, mentally especially. This is the problem. The problem is the seasons come on, another season we choose 3 weeks off, and this is not few. This is not a lot, sorry, it's nothing, and this is the problem. But the players to play to win the games, and happy to win the games, and fight for at the end to win the titles. This is the reason why all the teams, all the managers, all the clubs, they are looking for, and they are fighting for that. The problem is a lack of rest, and years by years. And like he said, in the future with the Champions League longer and more teams, and that is what it is. So complain a little bit in my side here, 1 minute, and after that forget it and go to the competitions.
Nothing else? We'll set the embargo for 10:30 tonight. Somewhere to start.